Hi guys, welcome to the first video for our class. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to open Publisher and use built-in templates. You're going to see different videos through your tutorials on how to use templates that are already there. And that's basically what Desktop Publisher is. It's a series of templates that you just go in and adjust and make your professional looking documents. So I'm going to go to the little window. I'm going to scroll down until I get to Publisher. And there it is. It's the green P. Okie dokie. Waiting for it to open. This picture, by the way, is from the Botanical Gardens. I took my club there a couple of years ago, so that's where my background picture came from. All right, so I'm in Publisher. Your videos and your tutorials are going to talk to you all about these preset templates and how you can use them, how you can use the different suggested searches and things. I'm going to use the built-in templates. They're older templates that work better with the things that we're going to do in this class. And I'm going to use the scroll bar and come all the way down where it says labels. Okay, let me just pull this up a little bit. Okay, I prefer you use one of the first three labels because when I come back, if you've done a good job on this, I'll bring in some actual labels that you can print your label sheets on. So I'm going to double click on this first one, the Ambassador, and I'm going to show you a few little things you can do with Publisher. So first of all, you need to know not to go outside the lines. This is just one label you're designing. There's a lot of things you can do. You can come to Page Design and you can change the colors. You've got your drop-down menu for more colors. And as you scroll over these, it shows you what the different colors will change to. So find something you like. I know that you're not printing in class, but you are uploading and I can see things in color and that'll help me see your contrast. This is a text box. And basically, I'm going to delete their template information and put my own. So let's talk first about what goes in an address. The first thing is going to be the person's name. So if this is a return address label, it would be my name, or in your case, your name. The second line is going to be the house number and the name of the street. So let's make up one. 123 Apple Valley Way. Try to remember that, well, when I change the fonts, you'll see. Let me just go ahead and do that. Highlight it and come over here to Home. And let's change it to a font that we can understand when we're in caps and not in caps. Okay, so initial caps are used when you are doing an address. The last line is going to be your city. Let's put Cornelius. NC is the two-letter state abbreviation, and then let's put 28031. I think that's the zip for Cornelius. Now you notice I've got a lot of extra space here, and it would actually be a little easier to read this if it was either larger or off the printed area. So I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to go back over here, and let's try 14. Let's see if that's, nope, little too big. So what we've got here is we're not getting all of our information on one line, and when that happens, I can do one of two things. I can expand the text box, or I can shrink the size of the font. So let's re-highlight. You always have to highlight to change. And let's go down to maybe a size 12. Now we've got the full line and the full address. So if you're doing this for yourself, this would be your house number or your apartment number. This would be the name of your street. Now, if you're in an apartment, you're going to have to add apartment number off to the end. The city you live in, comma, space, the two-letter state, space, and the 5-digit for your zip code. Now, some of your zip codes have a dash and 4 more numbers, but just put 5 numbers in if you don't know your zip code. If you learn your real address between now and the time I come back, then you can substitute the information before we print it on labels. Okay, so you would save this as labels, close it, and upload it to Canvas. All right, I'm going to show you another template. So let me close out of this. No, I don't want to save that. So let's go back into Publisher. This time I'm going to use a different template. Now I'm still going to go to built-in because that just works better for this class. And I'm going to go back to labels. And this time I'm going to collect the second one. So I'm going to double click. Again, this is my text box. It's already preset for me. So I delete what they have and I put my own information. Later, I'm going to show you some automatic ways to do this before you even get into it. So 1, 2, 3, Apple Valley Way. Oops. Let's see if it'll correct. Yep, it auto-corrects. 8031 for Cornelius. Okay, now this is left aligned. I can highlight it and center align. I can right align. I can even justify. Justify is not going to do too well with this because it's so small. So let's make it a little bigger. And let's put it back to left align. All right, I can change the color of my font by highlighting it. And I can come here and change the color to whatever I want it to be. I can change the color of this circle in the background, or I can delete it. If you highlight it and delete it, it'll go away. But I go here to the format box. I can either choose one of these, or I can come over here, maybe change it to black, and I can come here and change the weight of it, meaning the thickness of it, with this scale. If you don't like it, change the color again. Change the color of your letters by going back to the Home tab. So you have to highlight them first, and let's change these back to black and see if this looks a little better. There you go. Now, if I wanted to fill the space, I go back to the Format ribbon, and where it says Shape Fill, I can fill it with a color. If I wanted to insert a picture, I could. Now, what do you think's going on here? Here you need to send something to the back to get it to work. So let's see if we can get this to work here. We'll just take that one off if that's not working. What I have to do is basically make the border bigger so that the background is contained. Let's try it one more time. There you go. See how we had to make the background bigger because it was smaller than the border we were inserting. Okay, when I show you business cards in the next class, I'll show you inserting pictures. That's certainly something else you can do. You do not have to do every single thing I'm doing, but I want you to explore these toolbars. These are ribbons. Explore them, see what measurements you have. We're going to be talking about each of these a little bit, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. So I'm going to close this for now and close the video out, and we will, let me save it. You guys do your file save as. And we'll see. Now I don't need it. File save as. You're going to go into your OP folder and save it as labels. So I'm just going to cancel it because I don't need it. And then I'm going to stop the video. And we're done.